Hello and welcome once again to Wryne's Wasteland Camp Reviews / Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. Yeah, I'm going to try this again. Another episode in the series. We're going to go out and find someone's camp, and if it's great, we're going to say it, and if it's trash, well, I'll say that too. I'm going to use a scale of 1 to 10 in my rating system. You'll notice ratings may vary from episode to episode based on how much effort has been placed into the camps that we're at. Other than that, I plan on doing only 3 of these from now on a day because my editor from Owen Tech has told me that they are the longer the video, the harder it is on his system to do the processing. So I'm going to reduce this to 3 camps a day, or at least per episode, and we're going to start off. Right now we are at my survival tent, which is just to the east and north of Clancy Manor, and just to the west and north of Hemlock Holes golf course. Up above me we have my camp vantage that I placed a while ago, and we are going to pick 3 camps to look at today. Let's look at the map and see who's the closest one to us so we have a place to start that is relatively easy to find. Looks like right here we have the Burglar 24's camp. We'll go take a look at that. With a name like the Burglar, it's either going to be themed McDonald's or prison, you would think. But maybe we'll get lucky and this one will just be a decent little camp. But no, we're not going to get lucky right off the bat. These walls again are from the set that you get whenever you go collect your vault from up by Vault 51. That'll unlock these tiles, these floors. The walls are a freebie that was in the atomic shop. The roof here is actually floors made out of mesh, which I can get behind, except for the fact that you now have nothing to keep your bed dry at night. Not that that matters in this game, but in all honesty, the aesthetic is appreciated that they went with this. You just think they would have put another floor on it to make it actually a building. As it stands, it's kind of like a warehouse where the top's been blown off. He's got all of his workbenches that he needs for doing everything that he needs to do in the game. A few collection points, which are basically empty. Some things labeled with nothing in them. I'm hoping this is a new camp and they're just getting started building it, and the event, which is going on Meat Week, drew them away, so they went there to do their thing. But yeah, I somehow doubt that. This person's been playing for a while, as you can tell by the different items that are floating around. You can see things from multiple scoreboards and incursions into the daily ops system. Or they've been buying stuff as things are going along, but the candy bowl here means they've probably been playing since around Halloween at least. Or that was the last time they played, and they're just getting back into the game, which is possible because a lot of people take breaks. Especially from this game, whenever the material starts to run a little low, and the pit is the newest material coming out. Nothing new came out prior to that that would keep somebody occupied for an extended period of time. Even the Brotherhood of Steel stuff only lasts for about, I'll be generous and say 12 hours total, both of the expansions. But this person did do something right. They planted plants on the frickin' ground, so they don't have to have an extra foundation for it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I can honestly say I would probably put this around a 5. Not because it's a particularly bad camp, because it's not a particularly good camp either, but it is something the person did build themselves, and you have to appreciate that. It's in a relatively decent little area over near Morgantown Station and Airport. It's one of the places that I usually use for vendor camps whenever I'm setting up one. So, yeah, I would say it rates about a 5. Let's see now. We're going to go south of here to Smooth Ops, which is just south of Mama Dolce's processing and just north of Greg's Mine Supply on Route 89. I don't want to be on team. Trying to click on their camp to go there, but instead I clicked on them and sent a team invite. Not exactly what I planned on doing, but that has a lot to do with the fact that the cursor is not that refined in this game. Imagine that. Alright, so, yep. Here we are. We have a camp built on the side of the road. Looks like this is a prefab gas station. It's one of the first prefabs that I actually bought in this game. Comes with a garage door, which I don't think he has active, and another door to the actual building right here.
Man,
all that's one piece.
I think it's because we've all been thrown away at one point.
It's got a red rocket on top of it, and if you have power ran to it, it'll be smoking the entire time, like this one is right here. See? Alright, let's go around here and see what we've got. We've got a fountain, some security barricades, you've got a settler walking around, which I'm guessing is one of the allies. I think it's the newest one that we got. His workbench is totally useless, by the way, so, and it's this one up here. It looks like it should
Visitors,
be weapons.
I wonder if we have enough for a full band.
But it really doesn't work.
Not that you can form a band with just
anybody. General, you know.
That'll be weird.
Alright, coming here, this is their house. They built it right on the road, which, again, not something I like to do, but I totally understand why you would if you're looking for a relatively flat, stable area. This is it. They have a kitchen back here. They have mesh floors above. A couple wooden ones over here. It looks like they tried to tie into the fact that they don't have the other gantry stairs by tying in the flooring to make it look normal. And it looks like an old warehouse. It's actually well done. It is a bit of a collector's camp. You can see a few items floating around that show that they've been playing the game for a while and have done some of the events. This right here you get from killing Earl Williams at some point in your career. They have all their workbenches easily laid out, easily accessible. They can do pretty much anything they need to do in one push. And they have at least completed the quest. I guess it would be like a mini quest, a miscellaneous quest where you have to find the dead girls and you get the picnic blanket from that. That quest is up here in the Grafton area, and I want to say it centers around Clarksburg. It's not that big a deal. But it is a nice little addition to a camp. It shows how long people have been playing. They use multiple building materials in the build itself. And again, they basically built themselves a warehouse. My one complaint is that they built it on the road, but that's a choice that, you know, like I said, I can totally understand. You've got your vault right here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably rate this one a good solid 6. Because the person has been playing enough to actually have materials and have the ability to build what they want. And they made design choices based on what they wanted it to look like. It's not just slapped together. I totally get why you would throw out the barricades here. If you know anything about this region, you get a lot of ghouls spawning at various points, and they tend to wander up and down these roads. So, I'm going to go ahead now and look for another camp. And let's see what we've got on tap. This was Smooth OP's camp. I'm going to go check out Androx's camp over here, and that'll be the last one for the day. Now, Androx's camp is located in the forest region, and it should be located near a junk node, if I've got the right location in mind, which I appear to. But I don't know if they've actually accessed it or not, or if they just went for the look. I'm guessing they just... well, they might have. Let's take a look around here. I can't tell 100% from this. Building is going for an old schoolhouse or church theme, it looks like. These are the haunted house stairs. They have gone to the trouble of placing all of these candles individually on these stairs, which is a cool effect, and it looks like they did go for a church. Mothman church, by the look of it.
Hey, world's tough out there.
They've got my
Don't
favorite hippie working here.
Too.
Looks like they've prepared for a funeral for one of their friends. Built nice, themed well, decorated well. Not overly decorated, kind of under-decorated to be honest, but I understand. What are you going to do? It's supposed to be a church. You got the office back here / bedroom. And you've also got a bathroom. Why you would use this outdoor shower in your house, I don't know, but hey. If you got it and it's all you got to do what you got to do. And they used a water fountain for their sink and a busted up toilet. Yeah. Okay, we'll go down here. I would guess by the look of that they have all of the vaults. Yeah, they have at least 2 vaults, which means they're probably a Fallout First member. You've got power running out from this thing. They did... Your workroom is back here, which holds all of the stuff that they need for their general character maintenance. It's not a bad room. It's got the Fallout First wall panels, and they've got a flooring from one of the previous scoreboards on it. A few Fallout Atomic Shop items scattered around. If anything, I could say it's a good start. It's a little under-decorated and might need a little bit more, but I totally understand why it's at the point it is. It might just be they're working on their Halloween-themed camp and they haven't quite got it done yet. Or it might be that this is all that's ever going to be here. But hey, it's not bad at all. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably rate this one a good solid 6. It is not horrible, it is actually fairly well, so that means that we have had no dumpster fires this time on this episode. It's kind of disappointing, actually. But, again, my editor says that I need to not do that. My one complaint about this camp is if they would have moved it back down this road towards this truck about, and placed their thing right about here, where this bug is flying, they would have had access to this junk node and been able to set up a resource processor, so they would have gotten a bunch of extra resources out of this area. As it is, they're making the node inaccessible for anybody else that wanted to do that and build in this area, unless they're built at the very back edge of their limit, which means that the line would be right about here. Then maybe somebody could put in another camp right over there and use that node, but I doubt it. Most people don't consider that when they build. The other option a lot of people don't seem to quite use whenever they build camps, especially camps like this one, is you have a central vault that you can use on this roof. There are a central peak set that could be used with this roof that would both kind of cover up that hole up there that they left and make this thing look more like an actual church.
Say. Observe nature and the songs.
As it is right now, it's kind of eh. That's why the low score. That's why I mean, there's just a few little things that could be done to tweak this to make it look a little better. This thing right here could be taller too. But again, those are aesthetic choices. Those are choices that they might make after a while if they build more, and they're obviously trying to build better stuff. I mean, this is by far probably the best of the 3 buildings we've looked at today, and it has the I mean, they went to a lot of trouble to place these lights. It's not as much trouble as you think, but it is a bit time consuming to do. And it does occupy a lot of budget because it's a light source. So, anyway. This has been Wren's Wasteland Camp Reviews and Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. I hope you have a good day. It's been fun.